here's our latest update on the huge San Clemente home transformation. We're going to go over 2 areas today. The first one is windows and skylights. So Scott, tell them what has happened with windows and skylights.
Well, I think in the last one, the windows were in, but we've also started getting some of the doors, window doors in, like this slider. This is what I call a multi-slide or a triple track door. It has 3 panels, and 2 of the panels slide open, and they all stack in front of the last one that's fixed. So it opens extra wide. Now you have a 8-foot opening here and 12 feet of glass. Down below, we're going to have some pocket doors where they all slide into the wall and disappear completely. But this is in the master. This window behind us, so I have 5 what I call big windows in the house. And what I chose to do is make the window just as big as possible, basically as big as they can make, with no opening. So you don't have frames or screens or anything in front of you, and then put a smaller window off to the side that is opening. Why don't you pan over to see that?
Yeah, there's a little casement window, right? That has a crank, so it can crank open.
Yeah, so that way, you can see out this big, huge window just unobstructed. Another window over here that I really like, when you come into the room, when you enter the room, there was this wall right here, and it didn't have a window planned for it. But when we found it in framing, we're like, oh, there's got to be a window there. So we added a window. You come in straight, and you're looking right up the coastline. It's a great view. Another thing is skylights. So I've designed a lot of skylights into the house, 8 of them. 7 of them came in. The other one is a custom one for above the elevator. But we decided to go with skylights that have frosted glass, or what they call laminated glass on them. So it's not straight see-through. That way, when you're sitting in the family room, you don't see the sun shining on you and you feel like you're
getting baked.
Or
right. A magnifying glass or something.
It'll give like diffuse white light. So we put one in over here in the staircase so we can see what that's like. So this right now, all this light is natural light coming from the skylight. So it's bright up there, and it'll get brighter because we'll drywall in that opening and paint it white, and that'll reflect the light down. So there's a good amount of natural light that's coming in, and I just love the natural light. So I want to take advantage of that as much as possible. The other thing is that that's been happening is a bunch of structural things. We had to have our structural engineer come and walk the house, and he looked at all the structural components everywhere, all of these straps and hardware and beam sizes and just every little detail. And he gave us a big list of little fix-it things to add to make the house stronger and tied together better. That way, if it gets hit by an earthquake, it'll all kind of act as one and things won't want to separate. So there's lots of little added hardware pieces and more strapping and things like that to really tie it together. Here's something else I've been working on that's kind of got me a little frustrated. This is the big 18-foot sliding pocket door. It'll all slide into a pocket in the wall over here. You can see the track goes all the way back there. But we're going to be setting it in this door pan or sill pan, and we've got to solder them together. But I've got where the solder joint is, part of it's going to be exposed because the track is going to sit back here. And this is the purpose of this is to keep water out of the house. So if water comes and hits the door in the rain, or they get wet or whatever, and the water falls down, it doesn't find its way into the house. It has a path to go out.
Yes.
So, but this part is going to be exposed because the track is going to sit further back, and that's not pretty. So we're trying to figure out a way to beautify it and make it look better. I think I have a solution. I think we're going to put like nice decorative metal over it, but we've got to do it in a way that doesn't block the drainage. So we're trying to figure that out. They even build this pocket for, when the doors slide, that goes in the wall, and any water on the wet doors will hit that and go out. So that's been kind of it slowed me down a little bit, to be honest. trying to figure out and get a good solution. Here's another door that got in. Oh, it's locked, but anyway. So we got a total of 4 of the 6 big glass doors in. The 2 big pocket doors, we're still resolving the sill pan issue. Here's a couple of gigantic windows here. Again, where we have a big fixed window and a small opening portion. Then in the kitchen, another big fixed window with a small opening portion. So that's what we've done. We've also, here's another thing to show you. We've gotten these linear vents. So for the heating and air conditioning, we're not having traditional style vents. We're having these modern linear vents. So that'll get drywalled over and you'll just see a slit and the air will come out of there.
Well,
so,
you can see between the joists, wait, what are
right,
those called?
rafters.
Rafters. The whole tube of the silver insulated duct, that's where the air comes in, and then it comes into that black air vent, and it gets diffused out into the room that way. So that's what it looks like inside the ceiling.
Yep. And here's something else I haven't told Holly about yet, but something that I've been planning on doing and prepping is we've got this wood up here above this soffit, and I thought that'd be a great place to put a few more TVs. Like for the sports fan, you could have multiple small TVs, and like on New Year's Day, New Year's Day when you like want to watch multiple football games at once, or March Madness or whatever. So anyway, I think that's going to be awesome. We'll fight about that later.
Okay, well, there's our latest update, and thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you catch all the new updates, and we'll see you on the next one.